What's up, people? Welcome back. We are continuing on. We're gonna go talk to that NPC from last time. And she's a really good NPC because she's gonna sell upgrade material back at Majula, but before she'll head there, we have to exhaust her dialogue.
I'm Chloe. I travel about.
Oh, and so you talk, and then, whoops, you can see she doesn't have much, but she continues to upgrade it with, as you beat more bosses.
I came here in search of rare stone.
Okay, so we want to talk until, keep talking. Right here. That's the one you want.
Every nook and cranny here. I suppose it's time to move on. Perhaps we'll meet again if we live that long.
So once she says that, she's going to move back to Majula. So you will now have an upgrade vendor there.
I suppose it's about.
Go ahead and shuffle around our resources a bit. Let's put the poison moss on. Actually, go ahead and use the common fruit. See if it's effective. Actually, let's go ahead and keep let's put that on. Leo ring will be very effective with our thrust attacks. So obviously you're going to get poisoned if you go down there. Go ahead and snack on a common fruit. We're going to have our poison moss ready. Start picking stuff up. We step out for a little bit, you'll see the meter go down, so you can kind of give it a break. Or you can just chew on moss as you run through. Either way, probably just start to chew on some moss as we go. Now, obviously the skeletons can be dangerous, but this guy is the one you want to be worried about. Throwing knives. Titanite chunk. Go ahead and step out of the poison for a second. Luring skull, which I guess you could use to keep them off you. Got another fragrant branch, which is awesome. And we got our second encounter with Gadlin. Once again, let's sell all the stuff that we're not going to use. Keep that, sell one of those. Once again, if you think you're going to respec or create a different type of build, you want to keep this character for other things, don't sell your chimes and your catalysts and all that stuff. I'm only doing it because I'm not going to use them at all with this character. So. Let's see, let's get rid of the hollow stuff. Keep one of those. Keep some of the other things for possible fashion pieces. Alright, so once you interact with him and buy stuff and all of that, I'll actually take... Nah, we'll wait on that. We're pretty good with moss. Okay, so now he's going to move to another location where he will become a permanent vendor. And he will have an infinite supply of the moss, the poison arrows, and the poison throwing knives. So it's going to be pretty helpful. These are some meaty ass skeletons, man. Really good thing that got missed. Let's get out of here real quick and reset. Alright, so most of the stuff down here is fading souls and really not all that useful, but whatever. That is, though. 2 Titanite chunks is always good. More torch time. Hexing urn, which is just like the fire bombs and that, but it's with hexes, which is the int faith spells. Oh yeah. And my controller's running out. You can see you do need to be careful around those. Obviously, when we get up here, you go straight for her. Pull this, gives us access to our next bonfire. Okay, so when we come out here, there's going to be 3 crystal lizards, and I believe once you attack one, they all take off anyways. Okay, so that totally didn't work. Alright. I'm gonna give it one more go, but I don't want to spend a whole lot of time doing this, so basically you just chase one down, rest at the bonfire, chase down the next one. But really don't want to waste too much time doing it. Try this guy first. There's one. Titanite, large Titanite, and pale stone. Whatever, I guess we got time. This one's the easiest because there's no holes for him to fall in. Of course, every time I say something like that, the total opposite happens. If you notice when we go back out there, there's some ladders going down into the poison, so you can actually go down and get some items down there. I'm gonna leave that up to you guys in your own time. Nothing really that I want down there. Alright, there's one. Titanite large and pale stone. Alright, so back here there's some stuff. We're gonna go this route. You can see this is a complete catastrophe. You definitely want to fight these guys one at a time. They have poise for days and they hit like trucks. You don't need to come back here. Like, honestly, there's nothing. If I mean looking at that, there's nothing worth fighting those guys for back here. But I'm just doing it anyways. There we go. Couple coming this way. There we go. The meter on the screen, they do cause bleed. So you'll want to watch out for that. And now that we got one, just keep our shield up. Alright, so collecting the rest of the items here. Large shard. And more simpleton spice, so again, not you see it. Nothing there that was worth that hassle. Going to rest and then move forward. And we are stacking up quite a bit of souls here. Yeah. Whatever. Okay, so the first place we want to go is all the way around to the right. Now, when you come in here, let this guy run through the pots. He's going to poison himself. Which is going to allow us to kill him very, very easily. This guy's going to do the same thing. You can see that poison is doing a number on him. It's going to allow us to kill them really effortlessly. Take that guy out and another conversation. Lucatiel.
Still on the road, are you? Sorry to have burdened you so. This is for you, by way of an apology. I found my thoughts growing hazy. My memories are fading, oldest first. The curse is doing its work upon me. I am frightened. Terribly so. If everything should fade, what will be left of me? I had an older brother. We learned to fence together. He became the most decorated swordsman in all of Mirror. I never even compared to him. In fact, I never beat him. Not once. But then, one day, he was gone. Lost without a trace. Now I'm certain that he was taken by the curse. If only someone would hear my tale. My brother must have come here, too. Soon I may forget even about him. If only someone would hear my brother. Soon I may forget.
All right, so once you get that, obviously,
My,
her dialogue is exhausted. There is a Pharos device in here, but it gives you a poison bite ring, which is honestly completely useless.
my brother.
So that's 3 spots we've seen her. We've exhausted her dialogue in each one. So she should be moving to her 4th spot next, which we'll get to a little while later. Come over here, grab that repair powder, because those are useful. Okay, let's see. All right, down here, we got items that we're gonna grab really fast. I'm sorry, I can't. Oh man, that's gonna get us killed right there. All right, we gotta get out of here. We'll keep coming back in for the rest of those items. So obviously the thing to worry about is not only being poisoned, but getting hit by those guys, because they hit like trucks. But right here is what we want. Titanite slab, roll out of there. Get pounded in the face. Titanite shard, and we got killed. That's fine. That's a dangerous place to be. Ideally, you want to be much faster if you drop down in there. We're gonna definitely need to restock. Finally got him. It all worked out in the end. So each one drops the same thing. We gotta jump in, grab our souls. And we're just gonna get out of there. Alright, if you don't want to mess with that guy, you don't necessarily have to. Bait him around. Another dude's gonna come charging through. Gonna let him get poisoned. Now, we don't want to get caught in here, so we can run back around. That guy's on his way out. And we don't need to mess with that guy, so we'll just keep carrying on through here. Earthen Peak. I knew that was going to happen. Another spot where the Grand Lance is not the most ideal weapon. Lucky for us, the upcoming boss fight is really lame. And let's go. I do want to let you guys know, I didn't move through this area too fast. I did some of the stuff, but there's definitely some things for you to explore here. You know, whether it's really useful for you or not, for you to determine, but we're going to move on. We're going to fight the boss right here. So let's go ahead and do that. I will show you a nice way to make this boss, an easy boss, even easier, is to shoot these guys down. And he's going to spend his time snacking on them. And while he's doing that, we're going to absolutely hammer him. Really ridiculous. Yep, just that easy. The Covetous demon. really nothing to be said about that ball. Alright. We have a really good amount of souls. Let's go ahead and travel back to Majula. Alright, so you can see Chloanne has moved here.
Oh, speak up.
Okay. She's got the same thing, but she will be upgrading her stuff.
Opera?
You can talk to her, exhaust her dialogue, keep going.
Maybe that. No interest. Suit yourself.
But obviously our main interest here is to level up. We've got a bone dust to burn. So now we got a +2. Now we got tons of soul items plus a shard. Okay,
Is that here to see? However,
go ahead and upgrade. Let's level up. Run them to 20. And then we're going to start to work on our vigor and endurance. We're going to run those up to 35 apiece and then get back to our strength and dex. We are looking really good right now. Alright, where are we at? I'm trying to think. Really don't have enough time to get into anything, so we will go ahead and call it right there and continue on the next episode. So I'll see you then.